This video is sponsored by East Coast Sports Investors. With over 30 years of experience, East Coast Sports Investors is here to help you build your confidence and your investment. Join the East Coast Sports Investors family today. What is going on, you guys? Sports on the Diesel back at you here with another episode. As we all know, Jaylen Brown has signed a 5-year, $304 million Supermax extension with the Boston Celtics. Obviously, we know this is an NBA record signing deal. This is more than the previous record, which was 5-year, $276 million signed by Nikola Jokic. Now, when we look at the tail of the tape with Jaylen Brown, he is coming off a career best year in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage, shooting a career best in all those numbers. But with a positive, there's always the negative side of things here, as he's shooting a career low 33.5% from the three-point line while averaging about 3 turnovers a game as well. Now, when we compare regular season to postseason, things that happen in the regular season are not transitioning for Jaylen Brown in the postseason. Over the course of 105 playoff games that he has played in his career, he's only averaging 18.5 points a game while shooting 48% from the field, 36% from three, and about 5.5 rebounds a game. Compared to these career best numbers, it doesn't make sense. But once again, there's a lot of pressure on the Boston Celtics. Now that you've signed Jaylen Brown for mega million kind of money here, there's a immense pressure on the Boston Celtics to get over the hump and win an NBA title. But to be honest, the last 3 or 4 years, we've been waiting patiently for the Boston Celtics to get over the hump. We know about the opportunity they had in 2022 against the Golden State Warriors, where they unfortunately lost in 6 games. Obviously, we know about them acquiring Kristaps Porzingis from the Washington Wizards in a 3-team trade with them and the Memphis Grizzlies. Kristaps Porzingis coming off a career-best season himself, averaging just over 23 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, shooting the 3-ball better than 37%. And to me, great acquisition, but at the same time, though, is he worth $32 million a year? They extended him for 2 years, $60 million. They're paying him $36 million, which is the last year of his contract with the Wizards, but they're willing to pay that plus the 2 extra years. So 3 years, $96 million they have Kristaps Porzingis for. But like I said, with an acquisition, you're losing somebody, and unfortunately they've lost Marcus Smart. So who's going to be the voice in the locker room for the Boston Celtics? To be personally honest, we all know it needs to be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It needs to be a combination of these two. It is time for these guys to start stepping up and leading this team over the hump. But unfortunately, the negative connotation with Jason Tatum is he has the same kind of woes that Jaylen Brown has in the regular season that transitions over into the postseason. He's averaging less points per game, less assists per game, less rebounds per game. He's not shooting the 3-ball particularly well. He's coming off a 32.3% three-point percentage in last year's playoffs when he shot over 35.5% from three-point range. I mean, unfortunately, the Celtics have gotten into this bad habit of relying on the three-point shot way too much, and it showed in last year's playoffs, and that's why a 8 seed, not really an 8 seed, the Miami Heat, took them out in 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the other problem I have with Jason Tatum is his body language. When he is not shooting the ball well, it affects his team. Like the woe is me cry, and it's like, pick yourself up, continue to be positive, continue to make the right plays for your team. And every once in a while, you see Jason Tatum do that. $1 million question is, what are the ways to get better? And to me, like I said, it starts with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown being the voices in the locker room saying, we need to cut the crap. We need to get down to business. We want to win a championship. There's only one way to do it. We got to stop making excuses and start making moves out here. But also, these two guys need to make everyone around them better. And I'm talking about guys like Derek White. I'm talking about Porzingis. I'm talking about Malcolm Brogdon, Sam Hauser, Time Lord, Peyton Pritchard. Like all these guys that come off the bench that have roles on this team, they got to find ways to get these guys better. And to me, Jaylen Brown, 3.5 assists is not going to cut it. Even if it was a career best, Same thing. Jason Tatum's coming off a career best season, 4.6 assists a game for the Boston Celtics. 3.5 and 4.5 assists is not going to cut it from your two best players. These guys need to be averaging somewhere close to 5 assists a game, both of them, in order for the others to make the others better and to make them a complete whole team. And the other side of this is Tatum and Brown got to cut the turnovers. Oh my goodness, man. The last couple of postseasons, we've seen it in their run to the finals 2 years ago. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown got to stop doing this 1-on-5 isolation basketball. It's one thing when you're feeling it and you got things going. It's another thing if you got nothing going, you're 1 of 10 from three-point range. Them losing Marcus Smart was such a tough loss. Out of all the people to trade away, that was the last guy they need to trade away because he was the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics. And everything that Marcus Smart does exudes Celtic pride, Celtic basketball, getting on the floor, diving for loose balls, doing the little things that get you to the finals and ultimately lead to championships. Now someone else has got to step up and start doing that stuff because the other guy who was diving on the floor is also gone now. He's with the Dallas Mavericks now in Grant Williams. He's gone now. So you got two key players gone from this team. Other people, it's time to start stepping up and diving on the floor. And I would like to see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown dive on the floor a little bit more because that is going to set the tone for the rest of the team. If your body language is all, oh, I'm not making shots, the rest of the team's going to follow suit and it's not going to go well. But if you keep your head up, you keep looking towards the next play, you continuously dive on the floor for loose balls and set the tone and say, hey, I want this. Does everyone else want this? Because you doing that, the little things is going to add up, and ultimately it's going to lead to camaraderie. Everyone's going to come together, and now you're playing basketball, baby, and that's the beauty of the sport. But thanks again so much for your time. If you guys are ready, please leave a like and a subscribe. I can't wait to see all your faces in the next one. Deuces.